Throughout all of history, people have generally, as a majority, preferred what is popular. Now, this could be music, different forms of entertainment. It could be politics, like the left versus the right, Republicans versus Democrats, and even wars, as seen in Vietnam. These were all the popular things. And people like what is popular because most people don't like being in the minority. They don't like being just the lone person who likes this thing. You are presented what is popular. And why should you like them? Because everyone else likes them. So obviously you should like them because society tells you to. Some people, like, they're presented with this popular thing and they decide, no, I'm not going to go for this thing that my parents like, that Mr. Johnson down the street likes, that all the kids in my school likes, and instead decide to rebel against what is presented to them. I rebel against what is popular, rebel against society. They decide not to follow the popular thing and instead follow their own thing and do it by themselves. They were the counterculture. The people who rebelled against the typical norms of the society. Now, mostly this is teenagers rebelling against their parents and pretty much everyone who's older than them. And this can be seen throughout most of modern history. So, like, in the 1960s, young men and women rebelled against the Vietnam War by protesting against it, going to Woodstock and listening to the music and becoming the peace-loving, flower power hippies, man. And in the 1980s, young men and women rebelled against the now old hippies by listening to heavy metal bands like Dio, Ozzy Osbourne, Judas Priest, Megadeth, Manowar, which coincidentally is some of my favorite music of all time, instead of listening to the Beatles or the Monkees, which were popular in the 60s. And nowadays, in a world that's become increasingly more progressive with the popularity of video games, porn, fast food, social media, the internet, the world has become a place where people can live a life of relaxation, a life where they don't have to work at all. And it's now entirely possible for young people to never have to leave their bedrooms or their houses at all, and they can get all their needs and wants simply through the internet. They can order groceries and food through like Deliveroo or Tesco online. They get unlimited entertainment from video games, movies and TV shows on Netflix and all the other streaming services, providing them millions and millions of videos and movies to watch. And then there's YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all these things. They can get all their sexual needs through jacking off the porn to the hub. And they can get all their human connection through social media, Discord, phone calls, and watching influencers. And you can even have a virtual girlfriend now through sites like OnlyFans. So it is entirely possible for a young man or a young woman to just get all their needs from their bedroom. And it sounds surprising. It doesn't sound realistic. But this is increasingly more the case. Increasingly, more of young people are spending so much time in their own bedrooms. They could pretty much just living in them and never going outside, never having to go outside. Everything is so easy now. And you really have to go out of your way and work to find a struggle in life. It's both fantastic and horrible at the same time. You have to actively force yourself to look for struggles. You have to force yourself to go to the gym. Like, there's so many videos online of saying, you don't have to go to the gym. It's okay to be weak. If you really didn't want to go, you didn't really have to. Like, if you want to be in the best shape, you have to actively go out and go to the gym. You have to go do sprints. You have to go eat clean. You have to force yourself to do it. It's so much easier just to live easily, live in comforts. Well, the worst part about this, about like young people being able to live in their bedrooms their entire lives and never going outside, is that pretty much everyone encourages this sort of lifestyle. like the media, politicians, influencers, they all encourage this type of degeneracy, this type of conformity as a life. This isn't a life. This is just you surviving in your room. We're told that going to the gym makes us more masculine, which is toxic. We're told that there's no point in trying to create something like a business because the statistics prove that you are 100% likely to fail, so there's no point in doing that. We're told that porn and fapping is helping for us because it decreases the likelihood of you getting prostate cancer. And it's healthy. You should do it. It's healthy. Don't do it. Don't listen to the lies. We're told that having a purpose and trying to improve your life is absolutely pointless and a waste of time. And you're the weirdo for trying to improve your life instead of it being the opposite. I've been told countless times, and you probably have too, that the proper way to live life is that you only live once. Your late teens and early 20s are the best times to your life. So you got to enjoy it. In the life that I've just described, which is sadly an extremely common way to live, is a life where pleasure is instant and pretty much guaranteed. And it's in such huge amounts. And there's absolutely no struggle in obtaining that sort of life. 100 years ago, if you wanted to attain a life where you had no struggle, you'd have to work or be extremely lucky and be born into a rich family. This should be the perfect life, right? If it was the perfect life, then why is depression and suicide going through the roof? Why is everyone so sad? Why is no one satisfied with this life? What I just described is the current popular culture. Sadly, as a young man playing video games, drinking alcohol, watching movies and TV shows all day, drinking alcohol frequently, not going to the gym, follow the slow lane to wealth. It's the normal way to live. And if you want to improve your life, you're the weird one. This is the popular culture. This is the way they want you to live. And if you don't believe me, then simply go on TikTok and find the amount of videos where they say that working out is bad for you, that going to the gym is racist, sexist, it's all these phobes, it's making you more toxically masculine. Somehow it's making you more racist. I've seen that video a couple of times. Don't really understand it, but we move. So this is a popular culture that they want you to believe in. That working on yourself, self-improvement is weird and you shouldn't do it because there's no point in doing it. You can just play video games all day, and that's so much more fun than going to the gym. But the good news is that if you focus and put a lot of effort into improving your life through self-improvement by going to the gym 5 to 6 or 7 times a week, doing sprint training, trying to build a business, trying to increase your testosterone, having and following a purpose, journaling, meditating, you are a member of the counterculture. If you follow self-improvement, you are a member of the counterculture. Now, it is a bit weird trying to understand this topic about self-improvement being a counterculture, especially if you are already in the self-improvement niche and you see pretty much everyone getting into self-improvement, Hamza and all these other people like First Man, Dre Drexler, Far From Weak, all gaining massive amounts of success in a very short period of time. So it does appear that self-improvement is growing, which is good. However, if you think about everyone that you know, from your family to your friends to your acquaintances to people you don't know but can see, how many go to the gym? How many of them actually go there and don't just walk on the treadmill or go there and lift 2 kg dumbbells? How many actually go there and put effort in and go to failure? Probably a vast minority of people you know. How many are trying to build a business or learn high income skills? Probably even fewer. How many meditate or even have a purpose in life? Most likely 0 of them. So if you're doing all of the things I just mentioned, plus all the other productive habits and activities, you are the vast minority in this world. And in other words, the counterculture. Because in this time, in this day and age, where comfort is so readily available and encouraged to be had, it takes a very strong will. It does take a disciplined mind to decide, no, I'm going to not go for the comfort, which I know I could have like that. I'm going to instead work hard on myself, put myself through intentional pain and punishment so I can achieve what I know I can achieve, so I can become the best version of myself. And whilst people who do only perform instant gratification activities and hate, and I mean hate, self-improvement and anyone who tries to improve themselves, may think that they are the counterculture, may think that they are the ones rebelling against society because they decide to just play video games all day and smoke weed instead of going to the gym tonight. That is extremely false, and they want to believe it because being counterculture is cool. That's the cool thing. The truth is that everyone is encouraging you to be weak. And everything does. It takes a huge amount of time, effort, and energy, and will and drive to become successful. It's a battle to become successful, to become the best version of yourself. And a lot of people they either give up or don't even attempt to do it at all. If you stick with this channel, with self-improvement, I can pretty much guarantee you, as long as you can actually implement what is being taught, what you learn into your life will succeed. And even if you don't make a conscious effort to adopt all the things that you hear in Hamza's videos, in First Man's videos, in my videos, even if you don't make a conscious effort to implement it into your life, even just listening to it, listening to the same advice being repeated over and over and over again, will encourage you to change your life. It's like with Hamza, he mentioned meditation like 10 times about the benefits of it before I decided, I might try that. Hamza won't shut the fuck up about it. So it must be somewhat good. It must have some sort of effect. I tried it, and it's fucking incredible. Focus on self-improvement. Focus on improving your life.